Yeah, I got a big problem with the idea of enlightenment. So there's two kinds of enlightenment. There's Hindu and Buddhism. I don't know any of the details about it, but I still have a problem with it. See, like the definition of enlightenment is you have an absence of pain and desire. So like that's the goal. There are monks who train for decades in like mountains. Do you think I was naked for a second? Like in mountains, right? All by themselves, surrounded by other men. They just, they just meditate. And I guess in that situation, yeah, they could probably achieve enlightenment because literally nothing is happening. They're just sitting there. Of course, where's the pain going to come from? Somebody walks by, hey, faggot. No, they're in the mountains all by themselves. Where's the desire? Screw this guy over here who looks exactly like me. What are they eating? Radishes? Like, yeah, there's no desire. So yeah, you could be enlightened. But even then, they have enough respect for the idea of enlightenment that they don't just go, oh, yep, got it. Got it. I got that enlightenment. Hey, gura there. Yeah, this morning, took a shit, achieved enlightenment. They respect the idea of it, something to aspire to. But why? Like, why aspire for it? I'll tell you. That's why I made a video. As kids, early on, like 2 years old, we get this reality breaker pretty quickly. You can't have the things you want. We realize it, and it's a very toxic idea. When you see that kid throwing a fit in a grocery store, chances are it's not a bad kid. Chances are the parents aren't bad parents. It's a crazy idea for a kid. All this stuff I want, I can't have any of it. Why? Now, when a kid gets reinforced, right? Kid throws the fit, parents go, just give it to him so he shuts up. Yeah, then the kid will keep doing it. But that first couple of times, it's that kid trying to process this screwed up reality. I live in a world where I can't get the stuff I want. I can't just get the things I want. And that's how we grow up. We grow up as kids, unable to get the things we want, surrounded by our parents' problems, in this screwed up world we have no control or power in, constantly being shit on with negativity and trauma. And then all of a sudden we're adults, and people are like, all right, go and be a part of it. And that's what a lot of people do. That's how a lot of people cope with the whole thing. They play the game. They say, okay, these are the things I want. This is what my job is going to be. This is who I'm going to fuck. These are my kids. This is my DNA. Go off after I'm gone, dead. I'll live on. Okay. Now I'm just going to wait till I die. They play the clock out. But for some people, that's not good enough. They think about the way they feel. The world is very confusing. Even if they didn't have a bunch of really bad stuff happen to them, just the reality of the world, it might force them to medicate, and we medicate in a lot of ways. We rebel, we dope, we drug, we fuck. And sometimes we don't just over-medicate, we enter into this really imbalanced medication where we try to throw something up just a little bit and then we throw it a freaking mile high, and then we got to run over there and get it, and we got to go around, and we get lost as human beings pretty quickly. So if you can't just play the game, yeah, I can see why people would want to get enlightened and not feel anything. I don't feel pain. I don't want anything. That would be a simple life. But does it exist? Come on. Really, does it exist, right? Every enlightened person, what do they say? I can't tell you what enlightenment is like. It's like, come on. It's not, come on. I can't explain it. It's unexplainable. Convenient, right? Everything else in existence is explainable, but enlightenment can't explain it. It just is what it is. But again, monks want to go up into the mountains and be enlightened. Great. Whatever. I have a problem with the 18-year-old enlightened kid. The kid who turns off his lights. Smokes a bunch of weed. Sits by himself and then he goes, oh shit, I'm enlightened. I got a problem with that kid. And the reason is that kid is usually stuck up. The kid usually thinks he's the greatest kid in the world. The kid thinks he's a genius. The kid thinks he's above everybody else. 90% of the time, that person who achieves enlightenment in 10 minutes, they're hypocrites. They basically ego boost over humanity. They were over here and they didn't want to feel anything and they didn't want to desire anything. So instead of actually achieving that, they leapfrog over the whole thing, and now they're over here where they're human gods. I'm enlightened. I'm so much better than everybody else. And now they're beyond reproach. Now you can't criticize them because your criticism is just negativity. And you're just being negative because you don't understand their enlightened state of being. I don't like it. I don't. But I got a message for all you enlightened beings out there. Take a look at me. You might be enlightened. Guess what? I'm 100-degree enlightened. Get on my level. You can't. You're down here, I'm up here, and it's exponential. You want to come up to 100, now I'm 1,000 enlightened. It's that easy. You say you're enlightened, I say I'm enlightened, but I'm a step above you. And guess what, kiddo? I could turn it off and on. Enlightened. Namaste. Off. Now I can go jerk off. Turn it back on. Now I'm turn it off. Now I'm going to go play Cuphead. Turn it on. Namaste, I'm a genius. Turn it off, now I'm going to go. You don't have to give up on life. You know what I mean? You don't have to pretend you're better than everybody else. You don't have to push away all your human desires and all your feelings. You just got to figure out a way to cope with it, you know? You can go and get some of the stuff you want. You could be happy. You could go find somebody who actually likes you enough to want to spend a day with you. You could find things that make the day okay. You don't have to go up into the mountains and be by yourself forever. You don't have to pretend you're so much better than everybody else just to make this reality more palatable. But yeah, I'm way above you. 100,000th degree enlightened. My dimension is up here. Your dimension is down here. I'm 31st dimensional. I'm the only thing in all the universe is on me. I'm the only one. Get on my level. You can't. I'll teach you for $1,000.